What is up, YouTube? Welcome to this Santa Clarita Diet series review. Now, I haven't done this for a long time. I haven't binge watched a whole series on Netflix in such a short time. The last one I can remember will be Luke Cage, and before that was Stranger Things, which Stranger Things I watched ridiculously quick. And I actually did a review straight after watching it, which a lot of you thought I was actually very high when I was recording, which made me laugh, and then I cracked up at those comments because it was not blazing, was not, which I thought was very funny. So Santa Clarita Diet is, I didn't really kind of know about this until actually my mother told me about the show, and then I was watching Riverdale, and then the trailer came on after, and I thought, oh, this looks interesting. Drew Barrymore, where's she been? So, zombies are something which I absolutely are obsessed with, or am obsessed with, ever since I saw the Dawn of the Dead remake. We had 28 Days Later, that kind of weird obsession with zombies in the early 2000s, and we got Walking Dead. Had a kind of lull, and then once the Walking Dead TV show came out, more things and more zombie obsession came out. So, this isn't really a zombie film. When I watched the trailer and the subsequent, obviously, description, I thought that this would just be about a woman who is a cannibal, and that's it. So I was kind of surprised when I was watching it and seeing that she becomes dead and then is reborn and becomes a zombie, which is a very different version of the zombie we know. The kind of undead, not thinking. This person actually is reborn and her instincts are just uninhibited. Now, we actually got to see Nathan Fillion. I was shocked to see Nathan Fillion in this show again, but he didn't last that long, did he? Unfortunately, I was hoping we'd get Nathan Fillion across the rest of the show, but it's bittersweet. When are we going to get him as Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie? Just please, for the love of God, if you work at the company who are making this film, the Nathan Drake film, Uncharted, cast Nathan Fillion for fuck's sake. So, Santa Clarita Diet is... Oh, I didn't have high hopes, I will be honest. It looked very kind of Weeds, or sort of like Desperate Housewives, but it was very funny and very witty and very authentic. The two leads are just superb in their roles, and weirdly it seems like they have a lot of chemistry already. And Drew Barrymore, I think this is probably one of the best shows or films I've seen her in. She was absolutely superb and really did steal the show in this show. And a lot of mystery. I was hoping we would get more of an insight into what it was that she puked up, what came out of her, and what created her. We got a science thing at the end, and when at that kind of geek show, I thought that this would lead to government intervention, looking into what is going to happen. But it didn't. We got a weird scientist, which I thought was great in the role. And unfortunately we get a huge cliffhanger at the end with the husband being taken away, thinking that he's mental, which is a callback to when he went to the university and tried to find out what was going on. And again, we thought that a kind of G-man would come and take him, but no, it was a psychologist again. So I really do hope that this does well and they pick up a second series so you can follow on from the plot threads. And the daughter in the show can usually be very annoying, stupidly edgy, pointless, and just really just a cringe bag, but she wasn't. It was really, really fun. I think she's got a great career ahead of her, as well as her geek friend, the unrequited love. So that fit really, really well with the rest of everything. I think some of it was a bit weak. We had the police neighbour, and I think the whole kind of contrast between the stepdad, and we also had the actual police cop as well, the other side. That didn't really work. Those jokes where they were butting heads, I didn't really get it. I thought that was a bit cheap and just a bit throwaway. Or it just didn't work in my eyes. So once these ancillary characters were cut off, once we kind of got rid of them and they weren't really, and the show kind of career towards the end, I thought it worked a lot better, and the kind of dynamic between the family and the hanger-on, that was really, really, really good. I would have liked to see more of the mother of the child who is just obsessed with the daughter as well, because obviously she is the waitress from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I'd have liked to have seen more of her because I thought she was really good, and it was really funny watching her be a complete and utter pisshead and just not care about anything. So there is a bit of a disappointment there. Now, they could have gone more into the mythology of the zombies and give us a sort of resolution, kind of give more insight. But I guess this is more a show about the family and how they deal with it instead of the backstory, which is getting to be a bit annoying with zombie shows. Just like Walking Dead, they don't explain or show the kind of government intervention or anything, the science behind it, which is kind of sad. But, you know, this is just a show about a family in, I think it was Santa Monica, California, I believe. So they're dealing with their life of a very vacuous community, and she's killing people. It's quite violent as well, which I shouldn't be surprised at, because it is obviously a woman eating people. Now, I highly recommend this show to everyone. I highly recommend it because it's a different take on everything and the performances, and it just became gripping and addicting. I just wanted to see where it went next, and I said that it was a negative that reminded me of Weeds, but it's also a good thing because Weeds was very good, that they got that story down, that gripping storylines. So if you're not sure about it, go and check it out, because it is just superb and gripping, and you're going to binge watch it in one night or over a weekend. You're guaranteed to. I guarantee you are definitely going to do that. So hopefully more of that same thing, and unfortunately Netflix seems to be making a lot of crap, a lot of straight to DVD or whatever kind of films, which is quite gutting, because early on the Netflix originals House of Cards are amazing. So hopefully they get more quality control in there. But that's it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.